Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Terracon asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked, but you gave up the chance to find more information about me. Olivier asked you to keep your head down and only steal a few bullets. While searching Terracon's hideout, you just are hoping. You met Kostya. He was captured and held prisoner by the NAR. He asked you to release you. Let's rearrange the time.
Let me ask, guys. Let's leave him here.
All right, you're free. Head back to the camp.
Thanks.
Kostya asked you to give him food for the Samoshils. You Let's rearrange some pieces on the space-time chessboard, Igor.
You
What?
I don't look.
Go on.
But don't get
Me?
Mutt is dead. I'm a if you
All right, I'll play you, but remember...
absolutely.
You successfully in the... Are you ready to readjust the timeline, Igor?
How about joining forces? Your people seem to have everything under control here. I could use someone with your skills and drive.
Lead the way.
I'll open a portal for you.
Ready for some action, Igor?
Are you prepared?
I need to talk to you, Igor. This is important.
What's going on?
I've gotten word from Matvey. His scouts discovered a prison in the Red Forest.
They just discovered it now. I thought you guys knew this place better than the mice.
They discovered that an old Soviet bunker had been repurposed. It must have happened recently.
Go on.
We didn't know about it because there's no reason to venture out that way anymore. That part of the woods is crawling with lurkers and NAR goons.
And Matvey thinks it's a prison.
Exactly. Someone's being guarded there. Whoever it is, it could be important. I know it's a long shot, but I still think it's worth it. It's not heavily guarded either. Definitely worth a try.
Do you think it could be your mum?
No, I don't. I believe she's gone. I've made my peace with it a long time ago.
So, I take it you want me to check out this bunker prison?
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. And Matvey is occupied elsewhere. Are you in?
You've got a point. It makes sense to have this place on our radar. I'll check it out.
Attaboy. Now go bring me back some good news.
I know you just want to do the right thing, but are you sure you're not wasting your time? You usually don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. This whole zone is littered with old Soviet bunkers and relics of the past. Why would the NAR be interested in any of that?
Find her! I just arrived in Red Forest.
Great. Keep your eyes open and you should spot it.
On my way.
Fuck off. You're annoying as hell.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm a free man, a proud member of Pripyat.
Hey, what's going on here?
What are you? Oh, it's you. Want to trade?
What's,
Business is...
your customer?
they're just... So, let's...
You mentioned something about what about this,
That'll be one food. wanna fuck with the Bradford?
I better be going now.
Brad?
Olga, I found the entrance.
Watch out for guards. They're probably close by.
Of course. Where else would they be? Hey, little guy. What are you doing here? This is no place for children.
No kidding, old-timer. Let me out of here before the guards come back.
What's your name, kid?
I'm Gleb. I didn't do anything wrong. Let me out of here, or my uncle will kick the crap out of you.
Whoa, easy there, little fella.
I'm not little. I'm already 10, you know.
First, I need to know how you ended up here. What is this place?
I was going to visit my uncle. He was supposed to pick me up in Slavutich, and this black van came after me. There were two big guys with faces like potatoes. They said that they would take me to my uncle, and they gave me a can of Coke. It's supposed to wake you up, but I got really sleepy.
They kidnapped you?
When I woke up, I was in here. But I wasn't scared. I didn't even cry. Maybe just a little. I'm almost a grown-up. I tried to escape once by myself, but the stupid guards caught me and put me back in this cage. And one of them said, if you try and run again, you'll regret it, little rat. But I'm not like a little rat at all. Rats stink and poop everywhere.
You're the bravest little boy I ever met, Gleb.
I told you, I'm not a little boy.
Who's your uncle? Someone important?
Of course he is. He's a big shot around here. When he hears what happened to me, heads will roll. That's exactly what he'll say.
I wonder. Is your uncle in the military?
He was in the army like my daddy, but Mummy and Daddy are both in heaven now, so Uncle is taking care of me.
I'm sorry about your parents. So, he's a soldier, eh?
He's working on something big and important for important people, but I don't know what it is.
You're a riddle wrapped in an enigma, my dear lad. I want to help you, Claire, but I need to ask you something first, okay?
Okay, but hurry up before the guards come back. I hate them. They stink like onions and medicine.
What kind of medicine?
I don't know, but my uncle drinks it too. Says it's good for his heart. He always carries a small bottle of it in his chest pocket. Really smelly.
I see. That kind of medicine. These men, did they ever hurt you? Did they give you something? Shots, maybe? Or pills?
No, they only yelled at me when I told them to let me go.
Did they put you in a weird machine? Or give you green crystals?
No, never.
Curious. So you have no idea why they put you in that cage?
They'd say I'd be collateral? Something like the bear.
Collateral?
Maybe. I don't know what that means. They said that my uncle knows I'm here and he's coming to visit soon, but I bet they're liars.
Poor boy. You've been through a lot.
Can I see my uncle now? Please, please, please.
Soon, kiddo. Just give me a minute to think here. All right. Time to bust you out of here.
Thank you. I'll tell my uncle that you're a really nice person.
Nobody deserves to be caged like that. You need to help him, Igor.
Igor, look. If you think things through, you'll realize the lad is safer right where he is than out in the zone.
Olga, I found something. A control panel. Perhaps it opens the cell doors.
What now, Igor? Do you have any babysitting experience?
Let the little wolf go. You can't leave him in that cage. It's inhuman.
The kid should stay in the bunker for now. Even if he's a prisoner, he's protected. He's safer in there than outside.
How about sending him to Mudface? You said it was reasonably safe, right?
Not a place for kids. Everyone needs to know how to fight. What are they gonna do with him anyway? Why can't you just, I don't know, open that portal of yours and send him to your base?
I thought about it, but it's too risky. He's too small. The molecular structure of his body may be irreversibly changed.
In that case, I'm telling you, leave him right where he is.
Olga, I'm sending the kid to your village.
I really hope you thought this through. He'll have to grow up very fast over there. They're not gonna go easy on him.
I was out on the streets even younger than him, and I turned out all right, didn't I? The kid's brave. I bet he'll do just fine.
The village is the only safe place in the zone. There's a village nearby, Glib. A stronghold full of people, like soldiers, but on our side. They'll shelter you. Just say Olga sent you. Think you can make it on your own?
No problem. I received a merit badge for my orienteering. Top of my scout unit.
How weird was that, huh? Discovering a secret NAR prison in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, I guess it pays off to follow every lead. If it wasn't for you and Matvey, we might never have found this place.
It was nothing. I'm happy you saved that kid. I really am. I want you to know that. They told me you arrived safely in the village. I still think it was the wrong decision at the time, but you were under a lot of pressure. Anyway, next time, please listen to me, little babushka, okay? We need to talk.
Sure. Let's talk.
It's about my mother. Or rather, about what she found. I didn't tell you this before because I didn't know if I could trust you. I think I know why they took my mom. She was dangerous to NAR. It wasn't a coincidence. She saw something, even took a photo. You see, when NAR first came here, they pretended to be friendly. They offered free examinations to several sample shells and even promised my mother medical assistance. It was all a ruse, of course. My mother was invited to their lab and she ended up seeing something she wasn't supposed to.
She was inside their lab. You should have told me about this sooner. Do you know what she saw?
They were running experiments with Chernobylite on human subjects. All volunteers, of course. Soon after that, people started vanishing, my mom included.
Do you still have the photo?
No, my mom always kept it on her.
Is there any other proof to back up your mother's account?
No, but I can't see my mother lying about something like that. She only ever had the Samuelshell's best interests at heart. My mother was the least selfish person I've ever known. She wanted to help everyone who suffered from the Chernobyl disaster in any way she could. She paid the ultimate price for her kind heart. Now, I have to find out why and make this right.
I get it. Really. She sounds like an amazing lady. How can I help?
I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to know what my mother saw in that lab. I need you to go to Lenin Square and get inside. There must be something there incriminating NAR. This will help your search for Tatiana as well. If she's in the zone, she must somehow be part of all of this.
It won't be easy, but I'll definitely try.
Igor, a moment, please. I heard you talking to our she-wolf here. You don't want to go to Lenin Square. I don't think you're ready. Who knows what you'll be up against?
I think I've proved myself quite capable, no?
You can harness the power of Chernobylite, an impressive feat. But what if they find a way to disable it?
I've been taking risks pretty much since the beginning. It's the only way forward.
I admire your grit. But I've seen guys like you in the field. They never quit. Until they're dead.
It seems that Olga's mother was onto something that got her killed. Could it be the key to finding out about the NAR's plans? Just be very careful, my love. I feel you getting closer to the heart of evil. Soon you may reach a point of no return.
After the lab, Igor. Should be in the middle of NAR's camp. See if you can slip in unnoticed. Don't get in any fight unless you have to.
Sure thing, Mum. And don't worry, I've got my sweater.
You've got some issues, don't you?
Okay. Now's not the time to get distracted.
Locate the lab and try to reach it without drawing attention. You don't want to fight all these guys at once.
Prepare 50 mils of ferric chloride and 100 mils of...
Who are you? What are you doing in here?
That man on the phone. Who was it?
You're Khymynuk. Dear God, please don't hurt me.
I asked you a goddamn question.
My boss, you mean? I don't know his real identity. Almost nobody does, I swear.
Do you really want to play it this way? I can see you're scared, and rightfully so. But it seems you're deliberately trying my patience.
No, not at all, sir. Please, I can't tell you what I don't know. But I can tell you other things. Just ask. Just don't kill me. I can be useful. You'll see.
Vanya, my patience is wearing thin. Where are those damned chemicals?
Answer him, but casually. Relax.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'll send them right away. Apologies for the delay.
Spare me the excuses and move! I need that chlordiazopoxide and I need it now! You two, continue without me. I hope for your sakes you don't screw this up.
It would be best if you forgot I was ever here.
Of course. I won't tell a soul.
Huh? It's probably a rat or something.
Look at the tissue structure. This used to be a live, Vanya. Finally. Who the hell are you? What did you do with Vanya?
Stay very still if you want to live.
Please don't hurt us. We're scientists.
Yeah, so was Dr. Mengele. Are you performing a vivisection without anesthesia? Administering shots of typhus? What are you doing exactly? I really want to know.
No, nothing like that. We're not beasts. We treat our patients as humanely as possible. But you have to understand that...
Scientific advancement requires sacrifice. Other people's sacrifice.
You make it sound sinister. But yes, Everything we do is for the greater good.
How does it work? Are you shooting these poor souls up full of Chernobylite?
I can't talk about that. The NDA we signed is very strict. The penalties...
Did you just say NDA? Are you for real? Stop being a corporate stooge and start thinking about your own life.
Sure, you're right, of course. We started out giving them shots, but that was just the first stage. We're way past that now.
Uh-huh.
It was, you see. The fatality rate was... it didn't bring the desired results.
We've moved from administering nanosolutions to directly editing human genomes to enhance them with Chernobylite. We've developed our own Chernobylite CRISPR.
Your patients or subjects, whatever you call them, especially the locals, what happened to them?
Which ones? There were many patients here. Some of them didn't make it past the final phase. The others, we don't know.
Don't let him dodge the question. Make him talk.
Look, please, can we all try to stay calm? Let us explain. Modifying genomes is only the first step. Next, we induce a state of superconsciousness in the subject's gamma brainwaves. It's basic neurology. The sympathetic nervous system begins to release enormous amounts of energy straight to the brain via the thalamic gate at the brainstem. When the thalamic gate opens, the energy flows to the pineal gland and... well, there you go. I don't like to use this term, but it opens a third eye.
A third eye? Right. Then what?
Enhanced by Chernobylite, the pineal gland can do incredible things. Release all kinds of energy, and even influence physical objects, as in telekinesis.
You're torturing people so they can bend spoons with their mind? God, what kind of quacks are you?
This is all following the scientific method, believe me. These are closely monitored, replicable experiments. Anyway, when the subject is ready for the final stage, we put them in an induced coma. Contrary to what you might think, it's for their own good.
Explain, and fast. What is this final stage?
Our boss calls it communion. It's when the subject's gamma brainwaves interact with Chernobylite's mental waves, or, well, to tell you the truth, we don't know exactly what it is. Chernobylite is like a virus, in a way. It's not exactly inorganic matter, but neither is it a living organism. It's something in between. And it produces a type of brainwave, even though it clearly has no structured organic tissue.
But what's the purpose of this communion?
This is where it gets really interesting. You know that Chernobylite can be used to create wormholes, right? You've been doing it yourself. But these wormholes are special. Haven't you noticed? They're not a purely physical phenomenon.
I don't understand. What else could they be?
We know what singularities and the tunnels should look like. We know what they are in theory. But has anyone actually been inside one before?
Bullshit. I've studied Chernobylite too. The exotic energy it contains is powerful enough to create quasi-black holes and passages between them.
We thought so too, at first. But think about this. What if there was an organism, or a virus, an entity powerful enough to create its own singularities?
No biological organism could encapsulate that kind of energy, or survive if it did. A living entity would be torn to shreds.
But Chernobylite is not a normal biological organism, is it? We have no idea what it is. Just try and consider the possibility that the wormholes you're walking into are not something created outside of Chernobylite. They are Chernobylite. You're traveling through the veins and corridors of its multidimensional body.
But what does that have to do with this communion thing?
Isn't it obvious? We're trying to communicate with Chernobylite, or somehow influence it through the mental energy of our subjects. But getting inside this thing's mind, or whatever it is, must be a truly disturbing experience.
You're fucking insane, both of you. You need to stay away from the morphine cabinet for a while. I've heard enough. Who's your patient here?
I'm not sure, but she must have been carefully selected.
Selected? How? Did she volunteer? Or was she maybe run down and captured by soldiers in the woods? Talk!
I'm not familiar with the selection process. Our boss would know. But we know very little about him.
What's your boss in charge of exactly?
The entire biotech division, pretty much everything Chernobylite related, but mainly the impact on human physical and psychological functions.
Clustered, regularly interspaced, short palindromic repeats. How does this work with Chernobylite?
It's similar to a standard gene editing tool. We take specialized protein from a certain bacteria, modify it with Chernobylite, and then target the exact genes we want to modify.
Wait, I know more about physics than genetics, but CRISPR is usually done on embryos, right? And it takes time, sometimes even years, for mutations to show.
Our boss developed his own methods. The process is applied directly in the subject's body. The speed of the mutations has increased exponentially. It no longer takes years, but weeks, sometimes mere days. Marvelous, isn't it?
Enough. All I've got from you so far is a bunch of gibberish. I want to see the actual research. Where do you keep your data? All the research data?
Check the database in this computer. Everything can be accessed from here.
It's password protected, isn't it?
Promise not to kill us and we'll tell you.
Don't worry, I don't give a shit about you. Password.
23#98S$.
Listen to me very carefully, Igor. This research, this data, it's too dangerous to exist. My people died because of it. Delete everything. It won't bring my mother back, but at least no one will profit from her death, and the deaths of others.
You need to download this research, Mousy. This is the Rat King's brain stash. It's dangerous, yes, and inhuman. But it could contain the key to defeating him.
This Omega unit seems to be a special unit. These guys are telling the truth. They really achieved something incredible here.
Why did you do it? God damn you!
You did good, Igor. We will turn this information into a weapon against the Rat King.
I'm sorry, Olga. Nobody deserves to die so horribly.
I was hoping for some good news, but perhaps I was foolish. My mother, these people, they were all just used, processed. How could anyone do something like this? Anyway, did you find anything of value?
Not sure yet. Bizarre theories about Chernobylite, mostly. I don't know if I want to get into the details yet.
Try me. I'm not a bookworm like you, but I'm not stupid either.
Well, NAR seems to think Chernobylite is like a giant turtle that carries our universe on its back. They figure they can tame it and ride it wherever they want. Like a pet.
A turtle?
It's just a metaphor, but the scientific theory behind it is no less insane.
Right. Thanks for trying, I guess. Igor, I need to tell you something. Remember when you asked me why the lurkers stay away from our village? I wasn't entirely honest with you.
All right.
I don't know exactly how it works, but Matvey has a way of keeping these creatures at a distance. He has this strange powder. He calls it dust, but it's secret. Only a handful of people even know it exists.
Dust? Why are you telling me about this?
Because I can see you for what you are now.
And what's that?
A forthright and honorable man. Maybe a little awkward in social situations. Anyway, it'll help us in your heist. You should get your hands on some as soon as possible.
Well, if it works, there must be something to it. I should definitely look into it.
You should.
Okay, I'll check it out first chance I get.
Magic powder? It's not really your style to believe in such things, is it, Igor? Still, if there's any truth to it, it could be your best chance to defeat the shadows, and perhaps even him, the Black Stalker.
Watch out for those bastards, Igor. I heard on the radio that they're sending more troops to Red Forest.
Olga, we've got a situation here.
What's wrong?
Your village. It looks abandoned, destroyed, burned down.
What? Oh, God damn it. What? Oh, God damn it. Oh, check it out. Find out what happened.
Sweet mother of God! Gleb!
What's going on? Talk to me, goddammit!
Your people are all dead. I'm so sorry. And Gleb too.
What are you saying?
The kid was safe in the bunker. Locked, but safe. And now you have a child's blood on your hands.
It's my fault. I sent him straight to his death.
No. Are you sure that everyone's gone? What about Kostya? Matvey?
I don't know, Olga.
Just take a look around. See if you can find out what happened.
I will. I found something else.
More dead?
No. It's a tape recorder. Your name is written on the tape.
Okay, play the tape, Igor.
My beloved Olga, my sweetheart, I made a terrible mistake. I only wanted you to see what I saw. That Matvey is a tyrant, that he's hiding things from us, and that he was putting everyone in unnecessary danger. I needed to weaken him so I could make things right. For us, I spiked the food. I thought I knew what I was doing, but someone mixed up the pots and the anesthetic ended in everyone's meals. I woke up to gunshots in the middle of the night. NAR stormed the village and killed everyone in their sleep. Only I survived because I ran. I ran like a coward. I wanted to prove myself to you so bad. My scheming got everyone killed. So this is it, my love. My confession. I was never a religious type, but I will go and ask the dead for forgiveness before I join them. It's the only decent thing left for me to do. Goodbye, Olga.
What? I can't believe it. I can't do this. I can't handle this.
I'm terribly sorry, Olga. I had no idea.
Of course not. Why would you? Please go look for Kostya.
Olga, I found Kostya. He's...
Yes?
He shot himself. It was quick. I'm so sorry. I didn't see that coming.
Nobody did. Please give me a moment.
Jesus. This isn't really a cemetery, is it? It looks more like a mass grave.
I know, but it gives this awful place a kind of dignity, doesn't it? NAR used to dump bodies here. Phosphorus, slaked lime. In time, it'll burn everything up. I found my mom there, what's left of her.
What? Why didn't you tell me? Any other secrets you'd like to share?
I didn't want you to know about this place until now. Besides, everyone has seen.
Unbelievable. Is it possible they were telling the truth?
What's going on?
Remember when I told you about Chernobylite being a giant turtle that supports the Earth? It could be true. Well, at least partially.
What do you mean?
It seems to be organic. Moreover, it shows signs of basic cognitive functioning. To put it plainly, it learns. That's why it avoids the lye and phosphorus. Incredible. That explains why the shadows won't touch it. I have no idea how Matvey came up with this, but he hit the jackpot.
You can tell me the rest when you get back. Bring the dust.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor. but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Kozlov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? Like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. Chernobylite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used a photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
I was never anyone's puppet, neither Semenov's nor Kozlov's. Besides, why do you even care? They're your pals, aren't they? You're as much a part of NAR as they are. You work together on Chernobylite.
Yet again you show off your profound ignorance, as if it was something to boast about. You know nothing about me, nothing about my work, nothing about Tatiana. Or perhaps it's not simple ignorance. Yes, perhaps it's something intentional. You've been its unwitting tool this whole time. How could I not have seen it? It's gotten into you, manipulated you from the inside, compelled you to act out its will. You think you control Chernobylite, but in fact, it controls you, your emotions and wishes, your feeble hopes. You've been its slave all along. I have my own plans, and they don't involve you. Not yet, anyway. I'm not going to kill you, not today. You can thank her for that, but I can't make any promises about the future. Who knows what the future will bring? I sincerely hope I never see you again, Igor.
So it was you. It has been you this whole time.
What the hell are you talking about? I've put up with your crap long enough. I think it's time we had a conversation.
Oh, yes. Definitely, Igor. Or should I call you Son of the Rat King?
This is nonsense. Every day you're seeing ghosts and talking shit. And now this. How is anyone supposed to take you seriously, Tarakan?
It's Sergei.
What?
My name is Sergei. I remember now. You see, the Rat King has always been with me, for as long as I can remember. I accepted it as my life's calling. The mission to hunt him down, expose him, prevent the end of the world. But I never truly knew why. It was almost like I was born in this place, destined to wander the marshes and woods. Except that I wasn't born here. I was reborn.
I don't follow.
I always felt there was something hidden inside of me. A terror scratching at my soul from the inside. But there was no way for me to grasp it. It was too deep, to reach it. But when I heard the Black Stalker talking to you, talking about Tatiana, everything came back to me. Just like that.
You're saying you lost your memory somehow, and now it came back? Is that it?
It was like a dam bursting. A flood of... I'm still trying to figure out what it all means. I remember my childhood in a monastery far, far away from here. My father was an Orthodox priest. My mother, a devout, God-fearing woman. She would tell me bedtime stories about the approaching apocalypse. About the king of rats who will rise from the underground and herald the end of the world. I remember my daring escape from that haunted place. My studies at Leningrad Polytechnica. The KGB seeking me out for my natural talents in mathematics and electronics.
You were the KGB? Who are you really? I wonder if maybe you just finally lost it, old man.
Hardly. I'm more lucid now than I've been in decades. I was assigned to the Duga project. I didn't know what it was at the time. When I found out, well, I raised some objections. I remember Tatiana. We both paid the price for trying to expose them. My former colleagues pumped me full of psychedelics and had me locked away in a mental institution. The things they did to me, unimaginable. Electroshock, LSD, massive doses of psilocybin. Sergei Vasiliev was gone, drooling and shitting himself in a padded cell. When I finally woke up, I was Tarakan, the holy warrior sworn to combat the forces of the Rat King.
I'm sorry, Tara. Yes, Sergei. But this all sounds a bit...
I can't trust you anymore, Igor. The Chernobylite is in you now. I can't even be sure I'm actually talking to you, or to this thing.
What? Now you're really talking crazy. We don't really know what this thing is. And besides, it influences everyone, even you.
This is different. What that Black Stalker said about Chernobylite, and you. You confirmed it yourself today at the mass grave. It's a living thing, a beast with 1,000 of faces. You are one of those faces.
Please, listen.
No. I'm done listening. All this time I've been searching for a man. But Chernobylite is the Rat King. And you are its lackey. It manipulated you to come to the zone. Semenov may have sent you the picture of Tatiana, but it was Chernobylite that brought you here.
What are you talking about? I kept dreaming about Tanya, and...
Ask yourself, were you dreaming? Or was the Chernobylite perhaps dreaming you? Who are you really, Igor? What are you? I pity you, Igor. I'm leaving now, but this isn't over yet. You are an abomination. I cannot let you roam free.